At the beginning of a relationship, everything seems great. You can't keep your hands off each other and you are always laughing. When you look into their eyes, you cannot imagine a future without them. But a year down the track though, it can be a very different story. You suddenly start thinking, am I supposed to be in this relationship? Is this the rest of my life right now? Is she the right woman for me? By this point, you have a life together. Maybe you're living in the same house, you know each other's families, and you might even have a pet together. It's tough because do you break it off and maybe lose the lady that is right for you, or do you hold on only to realise a few years later that you can't go on any longer, having wasted all of your time? No one ever said that love was easy, and this is because it really isn't. The hardest part can be asking yourself, is this the right woman for me? Well, I hope to make that a little easier today. In today's video, I'm going to tell you the 11 early signs that you should be looking out for if you are wondering if a woman is right for you. These signs could save you years of heartbreak and allow you to live your life with someone that will bring you so much happiness. So listen up. You have to censor yourself around them. It's horrible, right? When you can't be yourself around someone, specifically when that person is your partner. You are supposed to be able to be authentically yourself around them and they are supposed to love you for it. So when you feel like you have to censor yourself around them, it can be incredibly difficult. Maybe they don't like it when you go to the gym, so you feel as though you can't tell them about it, or sometimes you have to lie about going. Now, this is a huge red flag in a relationship, no matter how big or small the situation is. The person that you are with is supposed to love you and support you. They should be lifting you up and want you to be the best possible version of yourself. They don't want to change you. They want to help you to achieve your goals. If someone is trying to bring you down or change your personality, then they probably are not the right lady for you. I would bring it up with them, but if you don't notice them trying to change, then pack your bags because you can do so much better. You subconsciously know that they are wrong for you. Have you ever experienced that nagging voice in the back of your head? It's that gut feeling and normally tells you that, well, this is over before you've really thought about it. The problem is we try to ignore it and then those voices get louder and louder until we simply cannot ignore it any longer and we have to act on it. This often happens when someone is wrong for you because deep down you will know instantly if someone is the right one for you and if you're supposed to be with them forever. Sometimes though, we are so swept up in that excitement of a new relationship, we don't hear those voices until it's too late. You can only avoid your subconscious for so long, so sit down and take a moment to think to yourself, how do I feel when I ask myself, is this woman right for me? You're not on the same page. You want 2 children and she wants 3. You want to live somewhere different to where she does, and although you're not bothered about getting married, she is. It's difficult being in a relationship because it takes a lot of compromise to be with someone. The truth is though, with the big things, you can't compromise on them. These are the things that you want out of life and you should not have to compromise on it. There is someone out there that wants the exact same things as you, but you just haven't found them yet. What can happen in relationships is you talk about which page you are on early on, and if you have different views, you both have to think, okay, we will sort this out and compromise, or you decide to just not go through with that relationship. So either one of you compromises or you break up. It's better to realize these things early on instead of holding on to it when it all goes downhill years down the line. They are emotionally unavailable. If the woman that you are with is emotionally not invested, then she might not be the right lady for you. We often become emotionally unavailable when we don't like the person we are with in a romantic way. She won't mean to be doing it, but if you recognize the pattern of behavior, you should probably end that relationship. We close off when something's not right, and this is what can happen when we are emotionally unavailable. It means she is more likely to hurt you, but also it's not nice on her to keep her when she wants to be let go. You just love being in a relationship. Some people love being single, whilst others love being in a relationship. The love, the safety and security a relationship offers them fills them with joy. Maybe as a child you didn't feel very loved by your family, so you are looking for that in a relationship. Or maybe you just like having someone to do things with all the time. Either way, it's not great to just be in a relationship for the sake of it. If this is the case, you are probably not with the right woman, as you would just take anyone that shows interest in you. It might seem harsh, but it's better for you to take some time to be by yourself and sort yourself out first. That will make you a much better partner when you do get back into a relationship, and it will mean that you end up with the right lady. You are not bouncing back. It used to be easy to bounce back and move on from arguments, but now you just can't move past them. Either you or the lady that you are with keeps bringing them back up, or you find yourselves always arguing over the same things. If so, this is a huge red flag and a really unhealthy way of being. If after talking everything through, you can't move forwards in a healthy way, then the relationship is not meant to be, and it's definitely time to move on. They need you to feel happy. It's vital in any relationship that you make that other person feel happy. Of course, you need to feel that too. When it becomes toxic, though, is when they need you to be happy. That's never healthy, and it means they might not be the right fit for you. She might talk about how you are the only person who can make her happy, or maybe when you leave the house, she's really sad and cries the whole time until you get back home. When you do get back, she begs you to not leave again because you're the only person that can make her feel good. She can't do it herself. This is not great behavior, and you don't want someone relying on you for their happiness. They have to be able to make themselves happy. So be careful when you leave them because they will be fragile, but if you do it in a nice way, in the long run, they will also be happier. You don't trust them. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you just don't trust them. When you don't trust someone, you can often become controlling. You start asking them where they have been or checking their phone to see what they've been up to. This is not normal, and if you don't trust someone, there is probably a great reason why. If so, it's better to leave this situation early before you do something that you might regret. You find everything that they do incredibly annoying. Everyone has annoying habits, right? Even our partners, and although it's normal to find some things annoying, when you start to find everything annoying, it is a problem. Maybe you find yourself rolling your eyes behind their back when they say something that you find very cringy, or you find it super annoying when they watch loud videos in bed. Perhaps they used to do things you wanted to do, but now it's their way or the highway, which you find difficult. This will all lead to you getting more and more annoyed and will end up in you bursting out with anger. You can avoid this by communicating with them and asking them to stop some of those annoying habits. But if you still find yourself getting really annoyed, it's probably a good time to call it quits. You want to swap partners. You have a couple you are close friends with. Now you find yourself wondering what it would be like to date your friend's lady instead of your own. After a few more dinners together, you really kind of want to swap partners. He can have your lady and you can have his. This is a clear sign you are not with the right lady. Newsflash, the lady that your friend is with is probably also not the right one and definitely not worth risking your friendship over. This is when many men come close to cheating though, and it's not good. It's much better if you put an end to your relationship now instead of also ruining someone else's and ending that friendship. You can't picture your future with them. No matter how hard you try, you simply cannot foresee a future with them. Before bed, you try to dream about a wedding or having children with them, but you can't. They are not in the dream and you start to wonder why. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's probably because she is not the right lady for you. There you go, we've reached the end of the video. I really hope this video helped. Leave your comments down below if you feel I've missed something from today's video. And one more thing, if you want to get your name rolling up like these people's names just here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day, like and subscribe. See you soon.